Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Erica with Memory Box Candle Co. and I make videos all about the journey of starting a candle business. And today's video, I am going to be sharing, I guess it's going to be kind of like a little bit of a story time, my experience of being on the Faire platform the first time around, and letting you know what I am doing different now that I am on the platform for a second time. So if you are not familiar with what Faire is, it's kind of like an Etsy. It's like an online marketplace that connects wholesalers with retailers around the country, around different countries. There's tons of different countries that are on Faire, which is really cool. And I actually had gotten on this platform. I got accepted onto this platform pretty much, I want to say right away. The first time that I ever applied, I want to say it was back in 2021. And I applied by using somebody else's referral link that had reached out to me and suggested that I get on the platform. And I'm like, yeah, I do want to get more into wholesale, so I should probably get on that platform. So I was able to get accepted, I believe, within 2 or 3 days. So very, very quick, which was not my experience for the second time around. So I had gotten on the platform, and I will say that I did not put any effort into my shop, into my photos, into my listings, into anything about my brand or anything. And I made it very, I tried to just get everything set up really quickly. So when I got on the platform, I was able to connect my Shopify store and my Faire shop and basically get everything transferred over. So all of my products and all that kind of stuff. But I only chose to put up my large candles and I believe my tins as well. So my 10 candles right here. I think those were the only 2 that I had on there. I only put one picture of each of them, and that's when my pictures were with the white background. So it was just the pictures of the candles with the white background. And, I did look slightly into, optimizing the main image, and Faire does have a little kind of helpful forum or article that kind of tells you, what would be best, what is going to get the best attention from potential buyers to want to purchase from you. And it did say something about having a white background. So I was like, okay, that's easy enough. And I didn't put any other photos of my products. It was just one photo. I just copied, the listing, the description on my website at the time, put it on there. And I didn't put in any effort into the listings. I just kind of wanted to get it up and going. And the thing about Faire is that once you go live, that's like the most important time of being on Faire, because you're actually promoted by Faire to potential buyers, to these retailers, as being a new shop. So before you go live, it's really important to make sure that you have everything set up, everything looks good, everything is the way that you want it to look, and that you really put in a lot of effort into it before launching it. But again, I just kind of went into it like, well, I don't know how this is going to go. I guess I'll just put my stuff on there and we'll see what happens. So I remember, and I wrote down some things, because I wrote down some things on why I think I failed the first time on Faire. So first thing, I didn't optimize anything. I really didn't look further into just doing the basics of my listings. I didn't try to focus on, like SEO in the description, or making sure my description sounded really good, and going the extra mile of, putting in the dimensions of the product or anything like that. You know what I didn't do either? Because I'm like, I don't know how to do this, so I'll figure it out later. I didn't put in the requirements that would show a potential buyer how much it would be in shipping for them. And I think that was probably one of the biggest reasons why I had no sales. So the entire time I was on Faire the first time, which I believe was over a year that I was on there, before I actually contacted them and just canceled and got off the platform. So I just wanted everything deleted because I'm like, I'm going to do my own wholesale thing. I don't need Faire. So I'm just going to delete it altogether. And when I look back on that, I'm like, why did I do that? But I'm actually very happy because it gave me kind of a fresh new start this new time around. So when it came to the shipping part of it, I think that this was, again, probably one of the biggest reasons why I didn't get any sales, because nobody knew how much it was going to cost. I didn't really understand how the platform worked or anything like that. I feel like even the past 5 days, like I've learned so much more than during that whole year plus on the platform, just because I've put 100% of my efforts into it. I remember I had no sales on the platform the first time around. I had one person message me and they were just asking for a quote on how much it would be to ship out. You know, they were wanting to purchase, I think, some of these tens, and they were wanting a quote on shipping. And that should have been my first thought and inkling, like, okay, you need to put in the information on there. I didn't know how to do it. It was just something new and different, and taking the time to learn and figure it out takes effort and it takes time. And I guess it just was not a priority to me at the time a couple years ago when I first got on it. And so, you know, I lost probably so many customers over that who probably could have purchased my products, but because I didn't take the time to optimize and fully complete my listings, you know, I didn't get any sales. I also remember not really taking too much time for my brand story. I think I just did like a couple sentences, just some like basic stuff about the brand story. And also my products at the time on there, I was just doing my regular nostalgia collection labels, which now I am doing an entire wholesale line. So a new look to my candle labels that are a little bit more universal and not so particular, like the nostalgia collection. So that was something else. So just having hardly any products for sale, just 2 different sizes. I don't even think I put all of my scents on there. I think I only put maybe half or a little bit more than half of the scents that I offered. So there wasn't a big catalog to choose from. It wasn't very eye-catching. It didn't really, even when I was on it, like I remember thinking to myself, like, I don't even like the look of what my shop looks like, but you know, it is what it is. You know, even the banner, I had just random photos of some of the products on there. For my logo, I just put Memory Box Candle Co. And now I have a photo of myself because I want it to be a more personal experience. I want to bring more personality, more of, you know, the person behind the brand versus just the products that I have available for sale. So, you know, I feel like those things, alongside not taking advantage of what Faire offers to new shops that get on there. So you can do a couple of things on the back end to be able to get an extra week in the new arrivals section. And that was something that I didn't take advantage of either. I really just got my products on there and then I just let it be. And I think something that I really didn't like about Faire at the time was that they didn't have an app specifically for the sellers, specifically for the wholesalers. It was mainly just for the buyers. And I didn't like that because I didn't like having to constantly always go on my computer and check to see if I had any orders or messages. And I would rather just have it be on an app, which I was very happy to see that now there is an app for sellers, which is great. So that has been very helpful. But yeah, I just feel like, you know, you only get so much out of a platform and so much out of what you put into it. And when I joined Faire for the first time, I did not put any effort and I failed really bad. Not to say that anybody that, you know, is on Faire and you're putting in a lot of effort and you're not getting sales, that you know, it's because you're not putting in any effort. There could be other things going on. But for me personally, when I analyze myself, the reason why I didn't do well the first time was all the reasons that I listed. I just really didn't put a lot of effort into it. And I'm really excited and looking forward to putting in way more effort into it, to the point where I am also looking into, you know, doing outside marketing of, you know, reaching out to brands and letting them know that I'm on Faire, and doing my own marketing as well as what the platform is able to bring to, you know, to me in terms of customers. And I want to make a follow-up video to this video to let you know my experience the second time around, after probably about the first week, because I got accepted back onto Faire last Wednesday, I believe. And it took me a long time to get accepted again. I don't know if it's because they were like, hey, she's been on the platform before, she already canceled, like, you know, maybe we shouldn't let her back on. I don't know if it's because I didn't go through somebody else's referral link at the time. I don't know, but it took me quite a while. I think I've applied 3 or 4 times over the past 8 months to a year, I want to say, to try to get back on the platform. And luckily I was able to get back on right before their summer market, which is like their online like trade show kind of thing in a way, where you give extra discounts and it's more of an incentive for buyers to try out your brand. So I'm excited to share with you if I've gotten any sales, what I've done differently. Obviously, I am not an expert at all, but you know me, I want to just share from the very beginning because I know I'm going to learn so much more along the way. But because I'm learning so much more from what I didn't do last time and what I want to do now, at least I have a little bit of that compare contrast, you know, knowledge of that experience. So I'm excited to share with you, you know, if I get any sales, what that looks like, what my thoughts are, you know, what I've done differently after about a week. So the summer market starts today and ends on Thursday. So I'll do a follow-up video probably sometime next week to let you know how things are going, and then maybe, you know, some more information about Faire if you're interested, if you're somebody who's wanting to get into wholesale, and if you've been interested in getting on Faire, or if you are on Faire, I'd be interested to know in the comment section below. I'll also leave my referral link. So I believe I do get a commission for the referral link, but if you sign up through my referral link, apparently it's easier to get on the platform, which is what I did the first time, and I should have done the second time around that I applied all those different times. But yeah, that is where I've been the past weekend. So it's really just been tons and tons and tons of computer work and focus, and lots of typing and photo mock-ups, and just getting everything exactly how I want it to be, getting my entire catalog on there. And yeah, so it's been exciting. It's been, you know, something that I'm happy that I've been putting a lot of effort into, because, you know, that's usually not how I do things whenever I start something new. You know, I put in 100% effort maybe the first day, and then it starts to dwindle down. But I've really been going and going and going, and definitely feeling it. I'm 30 weeks pregnant today, and so I'm definitely feeling it more, definitely, you know, feeling the fatigue of it all, taking naps during the day. I've been waking up early and going to bed late, just because I've been so energized and focused on this, and just wanting to be as successful as possible on the platform. So I'm really just, you know, putting a ton of focus into it. So with that, please stay tuned for part 2 of this video, or just a follow-up video where I'm going to be talking about my experience after maybe a week on the platform or something like that, my experience with the summer market. So yeah, stay tuned for that. But with that, I'm going to end today's video right here. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to leave it a big thumbs up, as well as subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Also, don't forget to follow me over on Instagram at Memory Box Candle Co. And I will see you in my next video.
You're doing a great job.
Thank you.
You're very beautiful.
Thank you.
Mama of the year.
Thank you. And then just a little ending belly shot. 30 weeks pregnant, which is, I believe, about 7.5 months. Oh, it's gonna go by so fast.